Hi guys, welcome back to Rock Fabulous 40s, and today I'm going to do a review for you guys on a new foundation that I just ran across in Walgreens. This is the new CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir, this guy right here, and I'm going to be testing out the color Creamy Beige. This does have a broad spectrum SPF of 20. Now, CoverGirl, I'm on CoverGirl's website right now, and it looks like this comes in 14 shades. Now, I paid right around $8 for this at Walgreens. So if I can find a really good like drugstore foundation that I really love, then that is awesome, because you know, I've got my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, which I absolutely love, and it's drugstore. So if I can find another one, then perfect. All right, so I'm on, again, CoverGirl's website, and this says, discover healthy looking skin bottled. New Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation is infused with vitamins E, B3, B5, plus SPF 20 for correction, protection, and perfection all in one. This full coverage foundation makes skin glow with a healthy look from the inside out. So it does say that it is full coverage. It doesn't say anything about wear time or anything like that. And it doesn't say anything about finish. All it says is full coverage, so I'm assuming it's going to be a matte finish. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be. I mean, typically full coverage means matte finish for the most part, but that might not always be the case. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right in and start applying this. Now, I'm going to use a damp beauty blender today. Beauty blenders are my favorite way to apply foundation. I think it gives me the most natural finish, the most skin-like finish. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in, and I always wear a primer with the foundation. So that's where I'm going to start, is by applying my primer. I'm using the Bare Minerals Primetime BB and Primer Cream. This has been a favorite of mine now for the past, I don't know, I guess month or so. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and apply the primer, because I always wear primer under foundation. So I want to give this the best shot possible. Don't look at my funky hair here. It's making me, I don't know what it's making me. It's just funky hair. Don't feel like brushing it or doing much with it today. All right, primer is applied, and going in with the CoverGirl Healthy Elixir. I don't know if I mentioned, this does come in 1 fluid ounce, by the way, which is, you know, pretty typical for most of your foundations. Again, I'm in the color Creamy Beige, or that's what I'm going to be trying out today. So let me zoom you guys in here. All right, and it does have really a nice glass bottle that it comes in, and it does have a pump, which I do appreciate the pump. I feel it keeps my foundations a little more, pumps and squeezy tubes, keeps my foundations, I think, a little more bacteria free, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and just start with 1 pump. And it looks like it's a pretty thick formula. You guys will notice it's not running down my hand. So it seems to be pretty thick. All right, so I'm going to start with my damp beauty blender, and here we go. Okay, it's got kind of a funky smell to it. And I know most CoverGirl foundations, like their old school foundations, had kind of a Noxema smell to it. This is not a Noxema smell. It's, I don't know, it kind of smells medicinal, but not Noxema. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Alright, so one thing I am noticing right off the bat with this is it seems to dry down pretty quick, so I feel like I have to move kind of quick. Okay, so there's half my face done. Alright, and moving on to the other half, and I'm going to go ahead and do another pump. So it seems like 1 pump got half of my face. It is a bit dark for me, I feel, but that's okay. I feel if I blend it down my neck a bit, then it won't be bad. Don't mind my gray hair either, guys. I'm having a... not wanting to color at the moment. I'm sure I will here pretty soon, but just right now I'm just not feeling like it. I might actually, since I do a lot of my own coloring, I might actually do a video on how I color my hair. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Just leave me a comment down below and let me know, because I would be happy to actually do that for you. Alright, so this is just one layer. And that's what we're dealing with so far. Okay, I'm going to let it set for a second, and I'm going to go in with the second layer because it does not look like, I mean, one layer does cover pretty well, but I wouldn't say that it's 100% full coverage, so I'm going to go with just a little bit more. And again, just applying it just to the areas I need it, like where I have a lot of my hyperpigmentation. Okay, so that is 2 coats, specifically targeted to areas where I had some hyperpigmentation that I felt I needed more coverage. This lid doesn't stay on there very well. I do not like, the lid doesn't stay very well, so you need to be kind of, I guess, careful with it. Alright, so right off the bat I'm noticing that I really don't feel it on the skin. It is a little dark for me. Well, I wouldn't say necessarily that it's dark. I would say that it might be the wrong tone for me. How's that? But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's too dark. I don't really feel it, which is kind of nice. My skin doesn't feel like dry or parched, but then again, I just applied it, so we wouldn't know that right away. My pores are kind of... I wouldn't say that it's sinking into the pores and making the pores look like polka dots, but I feel like it is definitely not helping blur them either, if that makes sense. Okay, and it has already crept into some of these fine lines, and I haven't even had it on that long yet. Let's do a little more blending here. See if we can't get it to blend into those fine lines. Alright, so I feel like so far, I mean, I feel like I had a hard time blending it. I feel like even with the damp beauty blender, I never use these dry, I always use them damp. Even with a damp beauty blender, I felt like I had to be really, really quick. Like the stuff just dried really fast. And I wish it didn't accentuate the pores like it's doing. I don't know, maybe it's not accentuating them, but it is definitely not helping them. And I can definitely see, like when I talk, these lines right here really stand out. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup, and I will be back shortly. Okay guys, makeup is done. I've got quite a bit more filming to do today. I've got some other stuff I need to get done today. I'm just going to wear it for a while, and then I will be back with you guys for my final thoughts. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, so I have been wearing the CoverGirl foundation now for a couple of hours. I've filmed a couple of videos. One of the videos might be up before this one because it's my April favorite. So yeah, so you'll probably see that one before this one. But my thoughts on the foundation. Okay, so since high school, have never really been a CoverGirl foundation wearer. It's just not been a foundation that's really ever worked for me as I've gotten older. And the smell is just that Noxema smell. It has a very nostalgic, I don't know, it just gives me a very nostalgic like memories and vibes, and because it just smells like that Noxema. This stuff, speaking of smell, the smell, I can deal with the Noxema smell. this smell, it's just not good. I mean, once you get it all blended into your skin, you don't smell it, but while you're blending it in, you do smell it. And like I said, it's not, it doesn't smell like a foot or anything like that, but it's just not the best smelling foundation. It kind of smells like, I don't know, kind of perfumey, but it smells, I don't know. Have you guys ever smelled the Soap and Glory Sugar Crush line, which is a line that I love? It has that 7-Up kind of a smell to it, or a lemon lime kind of a smell to it. It kind of has that in a way, but perfumey mixed in. I don't know if that makes any sense. I mean, it's not a horrendous smell, but it is definitely a noticeable smell that's just kind of odd, just weird. But once you blend it in, it's not bad. All right, now as far as the wear time of this foundation, I have had this on for a couple hours and it seems to be doing okay. It's not broken down. I'm looking in my mirror here, so. And okay, so what I'm seeing, oh, glare, sorry. What I am seeing is it's not really broken down, and I'm not very oily right now, so it's not making oils or anything like that shine through. But I am noticing it starting to creep into these lines right here and these lines right here. Now, in the beginning when I first applied it, I didn't really like how it looked in the wrinkles. I didn't like how it looked on the pores, but after I completed the rest of my makeup, it didn't look too bad. But now it's creeping back into these lines here. And as I look at it some more, I can actually, it doesn't seem to have, I want to say, completely melded into my skin. I still see it. I can definitely tell I've got a face full of foundation on. When I wear foundation, I like to have the color correcting. I like to have a little bit of coverage, but I don't want you to look at me and go, oh my gosh, look at that foundation. Okay? I want my foundation to be very skin-like, and I don't feel like this one is very skin-like. I feel like it's kind of matte, and it kind of dries down. It's not, it kind of dries down to kind of a powdery finish. So it's like I can see like every little crinkle and line in my skin. I feel like it kind of ages me a little bit, and I really don't like that. I don't feel it on the skin. Okay, I'm not having any issues feeling it. It doesn't feel heavy or thick, but it looks thick to me, and I just feel like it just ages me. So for me, I would have to say that this is probably not a foundation that I'm going to reach for often. It just doesn't do it for me. I'm not saying it's a bad foundation, but what I am saying is it's kind of thick and sinks into the wrinkles a little more than what I like. And I feel like it just makes me look a little bit older than what I am. So yeah, it's just not for me. That's really all I got, guys. Alright guys, well I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. I hope it was somewhat informative to you. If you guys have tried this already and you've already formed your thoughts and opinions of it, let me know what you guys think of this, or maybe you have some tips and tricks to try with this to make it look a little more skin-like. I mean, I could try mixing in an oil with it or something to see if that helps, but yeah, just let me know if you guys have tried it and what you thought. Alright guys, you can look me up on my website at www.rockfabulousonline.com. You can look me up on Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, all under rockfabulous40s, and I forgot Facebook. And guys, don't forget to hit subscribe. Actually, remember to hit subscribe down there somewhere. And you too can rock your fabulous 40s, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.